So, I'm here with Coach Jav, and since it's the New Year's, we're like a month into the New Year's, let's say, we've started with our New Year's resolutions. I know mine was to lose weight, but how do we actually stick to it?
So I think the best thing to do is not try and do too much at once. So instead of thinking, right, I'm going to go to the gym every day, set yourself a smaller goal and try and go once, twice a week. And then once that's more comfortable for you, build on there. So instead of going too strict, try and build small habits and go from there.
Do you think maybe that's a problem that most people have in saying, right, I'm starting my new lifestyle routine, I'm going to go to the gym every day, I'm going to eat really clean, and then, like you said on your video on your Instagram, after a week, a month, a year, whatever the case may be, it all seems to go downhill and no one really sticks to it?
Yeah, definitely, because if you've been living a certain way for a long period of time and then go to the opposite direction of that scope, it's going to be really difficult to sustain. And it's going to be a real big shock to the system. So instead of making too many changes like that, focus on making smaller changes and build from there.
So what advice would you give to someone who perhaps has sort of set these goals every single year and it always seems to go downhill no matter how hard they try? They've tried every diet, every form of exercise, everything, and it still seems to be not working. Do you think maybe they should start not in the new year? Do you think it's a New Year's sort of craze that makes people jump into it and jump out of it?
Yeah, I don't really believe in New Year goals. I think if you want to make a change, then anytime's good to do that. But why not start in the new year if that's best for you? But when we're going to do it, try not to go too far into it, like we said previously, and just take your time, be patient. I think people want to see results instantly, like they go to the gym once and they want to see results, but instead of doing that, be patient and go for the long run, and in a year's time you'll see better results if you just went for a month. So more patience, that's what I say.
What sort of healthy timescale, let's say, would you give to someone to sort of say over 6 months, over a year, you're going to do this, you're going to do this? Would you say start 2 times a week, build it up, incorporate more exercises? From a professional's point of view, what would you say is the sort of healthy way to do things?
Yeah, it all depends on the person, really. If we're talking about a mother with, let's say, 3 kids and a full-time job, it may be good to start out with walking, maybe do 1 training session per week. But if we're talking to, like, let's say, a student who's got a bit more free time, then yeah, go to the gym once, twice a week. So again, it all depends on the person and what they can fit into their regime.
So would you say we shouldn't all be put in one bubble and we sort of have to explore what suits us best and try and take things slow and sort of not jump into it and then jump out of it?
Yeah, perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect diet or a perfect training regime. It's what best suits you. So if something's like a craze on social media, it may not be best for you. So it might be better to find something what suits your schedule and suits you better rather than just doing things what are popular.
What's the craziest fad diet popular thing that you've seen on Instagram that you're like, no, please never do this, never follow this?
Well, I speak to a lot of people who come to want to train with me, and I've seen crazy stuff like people training like twice a day, every single day, and eating really, really low amount of foods, what's unhealthy, and it does work for a short period of time, but like I said, you can't maintain that. So it's always best to try and do something what's not too crazy, like only like real athletes train twice per day, and for the normal person it's not sustainable and you don't really need to do that.
Right, so I think what we've took from that, everyone, is just take things at your own pace, go slow, and hopefully the results will show in due time and not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you very much, Serena.
Thank you.